match is now officially a Judy Bagwell on a forklift match.
I can see my fantasy, I'm so consumed in bed. What I see takes over me, I'm blind beyond repair.
Fuck, this year's over.
Popping bottles. Cans.
Oh my God. We understand Dynamite is still going on. We're not reviewing Dynamite tonight because this is about celebrating the year that was 2021 in professional wrestling. Hi, we're going to kick right into this. My name is Clinton Davis. You can find me at PK Batman on Twitter. And to my right is my beautiful co-host,
Ethan Hubbard. And you can find me at Jensen Collins 3, also on Twitter. You can find us as well at On a Forklift Pod on Twitter. And now, as of about 15 minutes ago, you can find us on Facebook at On a Forklift.
I didn't make a graphic for that.
He has not, but that's okay. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Same logo, same everything. Everybody will know what it is. And yes, as Clinton said, this is our year-end awards. Now, these awards don't run from January 1st. They actually run from December 1st of 2020 through December 1st of 2021. November 30th of 2021. So anything after that point is not valid for this year. That means it will go on next year's list. Very similar to the Oscars. They run up to February, and then everything after that doesn't matter. So, or however that works. I'm not a scientist. I don't know these things. To less ado, today is not about reviewing wrestling. Today is about celebrating wrestling. We are trying to be as positive as possible. So we're going to get the negativity.
Some of it.
Exactly. We're going to get the negativity right out of the way and get our worst awards out of the way first. Now, we do have some special guests tonight, so I'm going to let Clinton take over and let them know who this is.
Yeah, we do have some special guests. They're going to be rotating in and on whenever they want to come on. If they don't show up, it's whatever. You guys have been stuck with me and Ethan for 4 fucking months, and you're going to be stuck with us for another 12 in the year 2022. So, it's our favorite people that come on. It's the Trevors. It's the Kyles. Kyle won't be joining us. He's got to work at 2:30 in the morning. And the Russes. And I don't know if your buddy Mike's going to join us, but send him a link if he wants to.
No, he had to switch things up, but unfortunately it is that. So it appears though that we will have a good bit of Tubbs and a decent bit of Russ. I have a feeling that Russ appears on camera. Russ will not leave the camera, which is fine by me. It brings our views up because he is a beautiful, beautiful man. And Trevor brings our views up because he brings the women in.
Yeah, he does. Because you want to know why? Holy shit, it's Trevor Davis.
Trevor Davis.
But we're going to start this off with something positive because we have had a lot of laughs on this show this year. A lot of laughs. And it's been great being able to come in every single week and hang out with every person that comes into this, watches us live, watches our show afterwards, however you want to view it because we're on YouTube. But we thought we would have our top 3 funniest moments that we would view throughout the remainder of the show. And to lead into our number 3 funniest moment, we got to turn to, without a doubt, our most popular guest for Russell and a little musical that he put together. Because our number 3 moment of the year is Cody Rhodes, the musical. Enjoy. So it gets down to him and Malachi Black as the final 2 in the Casino Battle Royal. And Cody has Malachi beat. But as soon as he goes to eliminate him, he stops. Because then that means he has to challenge for the title and go against his word and go full heel.
I said I never would do this. I cannot believe I am so sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
What am I going to do?
As he stops.
It's even funnier because he's part Cuban.
And as he stops.
I have a big neck tattoo. Everyone says it looks like poo. I said I never challenge for the belt. Oh, no. No. Don't throw me over the rope.
Scene. Honestly, this top 3 list just could have been fucking videos of Russ because the Gordon Ramsay impression this year had me in tears. The whole dissection every single time he's on with us about Cody Rhodes. My God, your camera sucks. Let's hope we upgrade your camera in 2022.
It will. It will. I'm currently working on something I found underneath an overpass. So
what?
I no.
Is that a real thing, or is that just something you're pulling out of your ass?
That's something I'm pulling out of my ass. Yeah, no, I stole my camera from a homeless guy on the side of 94.
Okay.
And then I decided to put it on my laptop, which is running an AMD Ryzen card, which is just absolutely terrible for some reason that my camera will not pick up anything outside of 480p or 720 or whatever this is. Yeah, every time Russ is on, he makes us laugh. He brightens the night. I have people that don't like wrestling text in because they see Russ's face in the thumbnail, and they want.
By far, most clicks we get on any of our YouTube videos is Russ.
It might have something to do with the fact that he has a couple thousand followers on Twitter, or it might just be his natural charisma. I'm going to let it go on that one and say that we create good moments with Russ. We assist his creative juices. We get them flowing and they seep out of his pores.
He's really good. He's really good. I love having Russ on. Hopefully he's here a little bit later today. So we're going to kick into our first award because we have 4 worst awards.
Yes,
the worst of the year. Because, wrestling's not perfect. Wrestling is shit, for lack of a better term. It's been pretty shit for a long time. It's getting better over the years. But we're going to kick this off with our worst feud of the year. This isn't one we discussed. This is a award we made just based off a comment left by, I think it was Rick Sanders on my Facebook page. Because I posted, give us your suggestions so we can get some shit rolling. And our worst feud of the year is WWE versus consistent releases. WWE in the past 2 years has released over 140 wrestlers. This year alone, 80. Notable names include Keith Lee, and Keith fucking Lee.
Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, Keith Lee, damn it. I'm still
Zelina Vega, who they had to bring back because they literally didn't have any more.
They released Samoa Joe and brought him back like 2 months later.
The Inspiration, the former Iconics, the Inspiration, the
Mickey James, Chelsea Green,
everybody.
Braun Strowman, Aleister
Cardona.
Black. Yeah, no, he was last year.
Oh well, still.
Yeah,
it's consistent releases. They're continuing to do it. And hey, remember, folks, April 15th is coming up in a few short months. So let's just see what kind of dumb shit they pull again. I'm sure they're going to release the entire show of SmackDown, probably the Giant Fist too. And if I had to guess, Mae Young's hand, even though he allegedly has a lifetime contract.
God damn. No, like it's the most obscene thing every single year with wrestling. It's been the past 2 years is that consistently the worst thing about wrestling is 2 things: the fans, WWE, and their consistent releases.
But let's not forget that through all this adversity, Curtis Axel still was not eliminated from the Royal Rumble
in 2015.
Yes, which
never
means
got a championship match.
Is still running wild, baby. Still.
No, it's the whole reason we don't review a lot of WWE on this channel is because we can't get invested in their product because they are consistently having one of 2 things: releasing people or having rematches. And at this point, it's unwatchable. Even NXT, which was the one breath of fresh air, is now gone.
So I don't remember if it was you that shared it with me or if I had just seen it somewhere. But in the year of 2020, or the year of 2021, Bryan Danielson has had 34 matches between WWE and AEW. Of these 34 matches, 17 were in WWE, 17 were in AEW. Of the 17 in WWE, 7 of those matches were singles matches, and 6 of them were against the same person. In AEW, he has had 17 matches, 16 of which are singles matches, all against a different person in each singles match. That is absolutely flat out amazing, the disparity. And I don't bring this up to slight somebody or to blow smoke up Bryan Danielson's ass. Trust me, he doesn't need it. He's literally one of the best wrestlers in the world. Top 3, hands down. What I do is this brings up the disparity between two companies. One company that understands booking to an extent. Now, they have booked themselves into the corner on some things, and we are critical about them. We're not saying that they are the golden child of anything, but they are definitely more in tune with what the fans want to see. The last time WWE did anything good, or anything good came out of WWE booking the same people over and over and over and over again, was We Are the Bar. That was it. That's the last time that anything good came out of overbooking people, because they accidentally booked these guys into a best of 7 series.
Yeah, and it's kind of... You're absolutely right. The problem with WWE right now is rematches, and that's honestly one of the worst things about WWE. We'll get to some, like, spoiler alert, a lot of our worst categories are WWE related.
But for the record, one of our large categories is actually WWE related too, and it's a personal decision category that we have done.
Our big award of the year, because our big award here is not going to be Wrestler of the Year. It's not going to be Match of the Year. It's not going to be any of that shit. We're about the spirit of good wrestling here and good moments. It's the things that we look forward to the most. So our big award, our end award of the night, will be the Judy Bagwell Heartfelt Moment of the Year. Because one thing that sucks about 2021 is we lost Judy. Rest in peace, honey. We miss you every single day. So we couldn't think of anything better to honor her memory, because Judy Bagwell has brought nothing but joy to my life, to his life, to our whole like circle of friends. There's just this big thing, and it just all started with Judy Bagwell on a forklift.
Isn't it odd?
It's so fucking odd. Kevin shows up one night and says, let's all watch this match. And then we're all dissecting it to the point where Kevin and I, before the pandemic, were about to drive down to Florida for WrestleMania weekend and watch the Scott Steiner Buff Bagwell match at an indie event and meet Buff Bagwell just to ask about his mom.
Absolutely insane. And it's really unfortunate that you didn't get the opportunity to do that. I would have absolutely loved to see that happen. But like you said, unfortunately, we lost Judy, and it's, we're able to cherish memories of Judy. That's the one nice thing.
The greatest WCW tag team champion of all time.
She's undefeated. In our hearts and in our minds.
We're going to move on to our next category, because our next category is the worst pay-per-view of the year. It was a no-brainer between the two of us, which was the worst pay-per-view of the year. And for a pay-per-view to be worse than Crown Jewel is astonishing, especially with the stacked roster that you had for this. Our worst pay-per-view of the year is SummerSlam 2021. Let me give you a rundown of this card. RK Bro defeated AJ Styles and Omos for the tag team titles in the opening match.
And the only good match on the card.
Well, yeah.
Second good match. I'll give the... there's another one that actually is pretty decent on there.
Alexa Bliss versus Eva Marie. Damian Priest versus Sheamus for the U.S. title. That was a pretty decent match. The Usos versus Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio. I don't know how those four fuck up a match. We're going to skip over one of them because it's a spoiler for another award we have. Mm-hmm. Drew McIntyre versus Jinder Mahal was on a pay-per-view this year.
It was 2 of the 3 men in the single band.
Mm-hmm. Charlotte defeated Nikki and Rhea for the Women's Championship. Edge defeated Seth Rollins in the only other good match of the night. Bobby Lashley defeated Goldberg, and Roman Reigns defeated John Cena. We all gathered. It was the first wrestling pay-per-view that, it was post-pandemic. It was the first one we all gathered to watch. We got together like you and me and watched the AEW pay-per-views. We didn't really have a group like we normally do, but we finally had one for SummerSlam. We were all so hyped for it, and that show sucked so much ass that your daughter was screaming over it.
Yeah, well, that's because she was terrorizing your cat and wanted to see your cat. So, but yeah, that's for being the only event that you hosted at the apartment there. Was a real disappointment. Not on your end, but just unfortunately match wise. But the biggest disappointment of that is, like we said, we're going to get the negativity out of the way here. Because it's related to this, we are also going to roll into our worst match of the year, which happens to be Becky and Bianca at SummerSlam 2021. This was an absolute stinker of a match. As a little
If
bit
you
of a
can call
lead-in,
it that.
yeah, as a little bit of a lead in, what happened here is the lead up was Bianca was supposed to face Sasha Banks in a rematch for the title.
Excuse me for a second. Excuse me.
What?
So,
Yeah.
Holy shit! Welcome to the show, Tony.
I dropped Tony an invite here. So we're gonna end up having Tony present an award here shortly as well. But anyway, so the match that we're talking
Hold on, stop for a second because we got to do the intro questions.
We do. This
We
is
haven't had to do
wrestling.
those in a minute. Tony, who's your favorite wrestler of all time?
all time? Oh. Probably Macho Man.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
You knew that was going on. Oh, God.
Okay. The second question. What is your favorite wrestling video game of all time?
Ooh. I believe, is it WCW versus NWO for the 64?
Revenge?
Let me see.
I'm glad you-
My roommate is in the background just agreeing with everything I say.
Hi, Mikey. You want to get on too?
You want to be on stream, on cam?
So,
He said
World Tour, actually. World Tour.
World Tour. Okay. And
Okay.
the third one, which we believe is the most important question to get to know someone. What's your favorite fast food franchise?
Oh. You know,
Mikey said Sonic.
it's got to be Taco Bell for right now.
it has to be. Which is crazy, though, because you know how far this motherfucker and I have driven for Hardee's before?
We went to Ohio to go to a casino to get Hardee's on the way home.
We used to drive to fucking Battle Creek to get Hardee's.
Hey, I mean, there was only one in like a 60-mile radius. And
Yeah,
it's
now there's one
like-
in Milan.
How
Yeah, I
the fuck y'all
noticed
gonna
that today.
derail me on the end of the year show?
I know it's because it happens. Anyway, back to what we were talking about real quick, Tony. We're giving the award for worst match of the year. It's Bianca and Becky at SummerSlam. So what happened was the lead up to this match, there have been weeks and weeks of speculation that Sasha Banks was not going to be available to wrestle in this match. So what ended up happening is even up to the show, the day of, it was advertised that Sasha Banks was going to wrestle. Show hits, Bianca's music comes out, lets everybody know, hey, Sasha's not able to come out here. Basically, I'll take a challenge from anybody. Becky's music hits, yay, yada, yada, whatever happens, she comes out and squashes Bianca, the person who you just spent months upon months building up. She won the Women's Royal Rumble, which was another great moment. She's did everything possible to create a star out of herself, and then you washed it all away in 17 seconds to give it back to somebody who hadn't been on a match in 14 months.
Right. I remember watching the review of that match. You could watch it on a Vine.
Yeah. That's really showing our age here.
Yeah.
It is. No TikToks. We're only vining in this house.
Hey, let's
So
be
what,
real
no
here.
head?
I'm way more famous on TikTok than I was on Vine.
Yeah, I know.
That's
That's
true.
true.
I haven't seen if you posted any TikToks lately.
No, I think I've outgrown it. I haven't really. Every time I go on there, it's just people bouncing their asses. So that's just what my For You page is now. It used to be just like wrestling and gaming shit.
You
Now
should
it's
start
just-
bouncing your ass on TikTok then is what
I'm
it's
not
telling
gonna
me.
do that because my ass is not for sale. It's not. I'm a
Hey,
classy.
everybody.
I'm a classy broad.
If you contact me, I can sell you Clinton's ass for a nominal fee. I am
How?
more than happy to do that.
How, Ethan?
How?
How? You've never even seen my ass.
That's fine. I'm assuming it's as hairless as a baby's bottom.
Well,
Dude,
Clinton-
it's no, it's like, well, like I need fucking adamantium claws to shave my ass hair because it's like fucking steel.
Do you look
wool
like
down
do you look like Whitey from
Yes.
Crazy Nights?
Yes. Yes, I do. My God, your fucking camera freezes on the best faces. It's the best.
so
That's because I literally there's times that my camera doesn't even freeze. I just go, and then I start moving again.
So, Tony, so since we already did 2 categories here, Tony, what was your worst feud of the year? Because this was ours.
worst feud of the year: WWE versus consistent releases.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, could you really call that a feud?
They're feuding with their fans right now to keep them around.
I
They're going
mean,
full heel.
I mean, Vince McMahon said it best. He likes to fire people during the holidays.
Said that 2 nights ago. And then we
Yeah.
said the worst pay-per-view of the year was
SummerSlam 20. They did SummerSlam this year?
yeah, exactly. Such a nothing pay-per-view for your second biggest one of the year.
Absolute trash.
Absolute
Oh,
trash. So Tony, give us your thoughts on some of the wrestling you've watched this year. What has been some of your favorites and least favorite moments or matches?
okay, I haven't watched a whole lot this year because just WWE just made me just drop it. I'm like, I'm not going to watch this anymore. Then AEW, to be honest, I forget that it's on, but when I turn it on, I watch till the end.
Mhm.
And I turned it on to watch the Bryan Danielson and Adam Page match. And my God.
That could have been a match of the year contender if it happened in November. It could have been. Which actually, you know what? Since we have Tony on as a special guest, Tony, you can click on the private chat. So I'm going to have you read off of our nominees, not our winner, but our nominees for match of the year.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And the nominees for match of the year. We've got Walter versus Ilya 2. We've got Kenny and Hangman versus Ospreay and Shingo 2.
Nope. Nope. That's 2 separate matches.
What?
I'm sorry. If there's a-
Ethan, you
You're
fuck.
crazy.
God, that'd be an
there.
awesome match, wouldn't it?
Let me help
It
with
was
this.
2 years ago, Kenny and Hangman, when they were tag champs. Kenny versus Hangman.
There you go.
Versus Shingo 2. Kenny versus Bryan. And Ruby Rose. Is it Ruby Rose?
It's Thunder Rosa.
Thunder Rosa. What? Oh, I was just watching. I was just watching.
Did you just watch Batman?
Yes. I was watching.
Oh my cat was on my feet. I didn't know he just fucking sprinted out of the room.
Thunder Rosa versus Britt Baker.
Oh man, that's so good.
Oh my God. I read off the teleprompter.
God damn it! Who put that on the teleprompter? You know him. You know he'll read anything you put on there.
Say hi to Fritz, everyone.
Fritz, head boobs. Oh my God, he is spaced out. How high? Is
Oh
he
yeah,
right
he
now?
hates this. Oh, very. He had catnip.
Oh yeah,
He was
he's
sleeping
so-
on my lap, on my feet, and I just scared the shit out of him.
He's dreaming of chemtrails and FEMA camps right now.
Oh my God.
Oh God. So those are our nominees for match of the year. This is fun. This is very fun. Waited a long time to get Tony on.
Yeah.
All right, so
I
Anyway.
let's
wasn't prepared at all. I mean, look, I'm wearing a Tony Hawk T-shirt. My room's a mess.
Well, that's because your name's Tony. You just have to
Yeah.
remember what it is once in a while.
I've had
Also,
those T-shirts
if
for like
Tony
15 years.
backwards is, why not?
Yeah, why not? Finish my Christmas.
Damn, that's a pickup line. Could have
It
used
is.
that a long time ago. Tell
He's
Brittany, I'm
married.
going to use that on Brittany next time. Next time she's grumpy with you, I'm just going to go, but why not?
Why not?
So we're about 30 minutes into the show. We're gonna go into our second funniest moment of the year, which we
Do we want to give that award off? Or
rest of the year, no, not yet.
no, the match of the year.
Match of the year? Absolutely. Let's do match of the year.
I
real
mean,
quick.
he just read everything off. I feel like we should present this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't even know that Ruby Rose was a wrestler.
Ruby Rose isn't. Thunder Rosa, however, is.
So this was really hard. We discussed this forever. The winner of match of the year, and we're going to say what second place was just because we fought about this. Winner of match of the year, Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa in the Lights Out match on Dynamite. It's probably the most groundbreaking women's match since Bayley Sasha at TakeOver, without question.
Yeah, it is, and it built Britt Baker into the star that AEW needed. With zero offense towards Hikaru Shida, who was an excellent champion, especially during a very rough time in the company. This match made Britt Baker what AEW needed. Not only did she become a huge women's star, she became just a huge wrestling star in general because of it. Everybody's seen the iconic photo of the blood running down her face, and this is one of those matches where color makes a star. Does it always? No, but in this case, it was a much needed addition to the match.
Yes. Tony, do you have anything to say about this match?
Haven't watched it.
Oh yeah, we gotta get Tony. We gotta get Tony caught up. He got married and shit and forgot wrestling existed.
I
Yeah.
have to give him like a crash course.
Our podcast is perfect for Tony.
It is. We're almost. I'm not gonna say we are because we're not. Nobody's Simon Miller except Johnny Sins, but we're almost that good. We watch it so you don't have to.
No, but I
line.
thoroughly enjoyed Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa. It was one of the more violent death matches. When you go out there and you outshine Moxley and Omega in a death match, good fucking job. But we will say that Ilya Walter, we fought over number one. It was between Ilya Walter 2 and the Lights Out match.
Because they absolutely beat the ever-loving shit out of each other. There is no other way to describe that match besides brutal.
To quote Adam Blampier, they looked at my list last year and saw I was at number 2. So how did they step it up? Put it in front of a live crowd and made it more violent and had David conquer the Goliath. Oh, shit. We got another special guest joining us. We all know.
Man.
We all know. We all know. Holy shit, it's Trevor Davis.
Oh my god.
Going.
What up, buddy? We're just presenting match of the year.
Well, before you do that,
Too late.
well, either way, something for the both of you that I won't get to see you in person. With Clint, I will, but
Hold on, let's put you on the big screen. Oh, no, that's awesome.
Wow. Holy shit.
yep,
It is
Ethan.
Trevor Davis.
Clint.
Aw, thank you, buddy.
Well, thank you,
We
sir. Much
appreciate
appreciated.
Yeah, no
I'm
problem.
going to have to get a Burberry scarf now.
Ah, fuck. Well, no, we were just sitting here talking about the match of the year, how it was Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa in the Lights Out match. Did you have a match of the year, Trevor?
That was the one.
Okay, so we kind of have a consensus there. Tony, we really need to get you caught up, my friend.
We'll get him caught up. Tony's like, my match of the year? Didn't Psychosis face Vampiro?
You remember that one time Tony didn't watch NXT at all, and then he binge watched 3 years of NXT in a matter of 4 weeks to get caught up with us?
Yeah. Out of nowhere, I was like, did you guys watch this guy, Sami Zayn? Oh my god. I love this guy.
Tony called me after he watched the Adrian Neville Sami Zayn match. He was like, that's one of the best matches I've ever seen. That was fantastic. Oh my God, NXT is fucking great. And if we're going to talk about something real bad, the death of NXT this year has been horrible. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that because right now, I want to get into our second funniest moment of the year, as voted on by me and Ethan. Because it's only our opinions that really matter on here.
Yeah.
Let's be real here.
If we find it funny, that's all that matters.
The second funniest moment of the year was me at the highest. Here you go, everyone.
But little did Oliver Platt know when he signed the contract to be Jimmy the King, he was going to be putting in a Tour de France force. Fucking.
Tour de France.
A Tour de France performance.
Somebody send him a yellow jersey quick. And Lance Armstrong's missing testicle. Holy shit.
That he was going to be putting
What
in a
is Adam
performance
at? God damn it,
of
LT.
the
Why aren't
best
you here?
king
Save
in
me.
professional wrestling history.
Oh my god. I'm glad
Tour
it
de
took us an hour and a
France.
half to derail this shit.
We're doing pretty good there. Doing pretty good, but I just got a little too high.
Tour de fucking France.
A Tour de France force.
Oh my god.
We're real professional here.
God, we're dumb. We're really fucking dumb.
That was beautiful. I don't
Oh,
care.
God. It's still nothing compared to our number one. Number one couldn't be anything other than what it is. Oh, fuck. We got a nice little full house here.
We
nice.
do. This is a good little four-post massacre going on right now.
Nobody
No one
survives.
No one ever survives.
Hold on, everyone. Quiet. Tony, go ahead and say it.
No one survives four-post massacre.
No, this isn't even a pay-per-view. All right, guys, we're going into we're kicking it. We start off with our best match of the year. We're going to go into the next best category. We're going to go around, everyone say what yours is, and we'll give it what it is. What is your best pay-per-view of the year? Trevor.
Oh, of course, I'm the first one to get started. All in. No,
Oh, wow.
sorry. Yeah, all out. Thank you. I my brain is mush. Okay, it was definitely all out.
Tony.
I think it was
Halloween
all
Havoc
out.
99.
All right, so yeah, the best pay-per-view of the year is All Out 2021. Let's be real here.
Quick question for you guys: are you guys currently watching AEW right now?
No, I'm not.
No. I
I'm
watched the
catching
first hour.
snippets. I'm catching
So-
snippets when Facebook update.
Go ahead. Go
So-
ahead. Go ahead.
I'm
Do
just
it.
telling you one thing. CM Punk just came out in vintage Sting makeup. Like early WCW 90s days. Red, white, and blue.
Fuck.
I'm recording it. I'll watch it.
Yeah, I'm watching that shit tonight once I get to Earl's house.
Hold on. I just looked at not a spoiler because the thing's live right now. But Malachi Black beat Griff Garrison with a single leg crab.
Nice.
What is this? When's somebody gonna get beat with a drop toe hold onto the bottom rope again? Also, this is the turning point for Brian Pillman Jr. He just got hit by a black mass, so I hope to God he joins the House of Black and we get like just a loose cannon style Brian Pillman now.
Well, let me run down what the match card was for All Out because it's pretty much the best pay-per-view since WrestleMania 17 or X7, however you want to pronounce it. Miro defeated Eddie Kingston for the TNT title. Moxley defeated Kojima, which then after fucking, oh my God, Suzuki came out. Oh, so good. So I'm getting a boner just thinking about it. Britt Baker defeated Chris Statlander. The Lucha Bros defeated the Young Bucks in the steel cage match, which was in contention for our match of the year. Ruby Soho won the Battle Royal, debuting eliminating Thunder Rosa. Chris Jericho defeated MJF. CM Punk defeated Darby Allin in his first match back in 7 years. The Big Show defeated QT Marshall. And then Kenny Omega defeated Christian Cage with Bryan Danielson and Adam Cole debuting after the main event. It's the perfect pay-per-view from top to bottom.
You know, the more I look at it, the more that pay-per-view needed that shitty Paul White QT Marshall match.
It was the gimmick Battle Royal that went on right before the main event.
It just needed
You need that
a
palate
cleanser. That's
Yeah.
what it was. It was the perfect match for that too, because you're like, oh yay, Big Show or not Big Show or Giant or Paul White or whatever the fuck your crybaby. Who cares? Whatever you were. And then QT Marshall just looks like a guy you want to punch at a bowling alley. So,
Yeah.
which I'm sure Tony and Trevor have seen plenty of. Pool Hall for Trevor, which is really some weird backdoor dealings. I don't know who you're hanging out with. Paul Newman, Dave Chappelle, something like that. And Tony, I'm sure you've seen those guys there. They all look the same. Everybody with one of those shirts and a gold chain looked the exact same as QT Marshall. Couldn't pick them out of a crowd.
They look like they're going golfing.
They don't even look like they're going golfing. They look like they're betting on somebody who can't pick up a 7-10 split, which is me. Don't bet on me. I can't do that.
No one can. Trevor, what's going on?
Kyle O'Reilly debuted.
Yeah, he debuted tonight. Adam Cole left the ring without the Bucks. He left with Red Dragon. Seems pretty fun. On the debut episode on TBS, which will be our episode back from our hiatus, it's Hangman and Danielson 2. Yeah, I think they said no time limit, and they want judges, which I don't know why you would need judges if there's no time limit.
Yeah, what are they going to go pure rules or something? I don't know. Just don't go. What are you going to do? Run a 2-hour match? I wouldn't put it past them though at this point.
At least 80 minutes. They want to probably make it longer than the Omega Okada match. That was 72 minutes, I think.
Yeah, well, hopefully not. So anyway, yeah. So where were we at here?
Yeah, that was the best pay-per-view of the year. The Bucks versus the Lucha Bros went on and had the best cage match of all time. CM Punk returned and had one of the best return matches of all time. Two of the best debuts of all time with Danielson and
within
Adam Page.
4 minutes of each other.
Eddie
which is also
Kingston
great.
riding high on Redeem These Nuts.
God, you love
So
that shirt.
fucking good. So fucking good. Top to bottom, it'll probably be my most revisited pay-per-view.
So,
Over SummerSlam 2002 now.
that brings us to our best feud of the year. So we didn't really have people for this. We didn't print out a list, anything like that. There really
was
really
a
is
clear
no
winner.
categories.
There was
It
a
was
clear
one-
winner.
It was a clear winner. Tony, because you read off the previous people, we're going to let you read the winner of this one, sir. So in the private chat is the winner of Feud of the Year. If you would love to present that, we would appreciate it.
Hangman Adam Page, Kenny Omega.
It's not even a contest. It's the best told story in wrestling in over a decade. Not over a decade, maybe since Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania 30. The best told story. And there was no one in wrestling in 2021 more relatable than Hangman Adam Page.
And you know, the thing that really brought it together was the pushing the beer away.
Mm-hmm. It was the
Right at
pushing
the
of the
end.
beer. Yep. At that point, he didn't need a drink. He just needed his friends.
But I'm going to raise this one to you, Hangman.
I've only got water.
Bush Lattes.
I've got
No,
some
but like
liquid
other.
death.
Oh, that shit's so good, even though it's just water. It's
Right.
it's good water.
I nearly ran home and didn't have time to make a drink.
Oh, you're good, buddy. My cat's just chilling on the bed.
But anyway, we're going to continue with the festivities of keeping the things lovely and bright and vibrant and positive in this world. And we would like to move on to one of our larger categories here, in my opinion. I'd like Trevor to present this to it. Actually, I want Trevor to read off the honorees on this. So, Trevor, would you be so kind as to read the nominees for Tag Team of the Year for us? Clinton's going to put these in the private chat.
Yep. Oh, these ones came out right.
Yeah, these are, as chosen by us, these are who we believe exemplified tag team wrestling this year across all companies. So you are going to see a fair representation across this. I would like to say, however, we did not put a women's tag team of the year in here. If I did have to place a women's tag team of the year in here, my personal preference is not actually anybody in WWE. It would have been the team of Rosemary and Havoc if we were going to pick one.
All right, Trevor, here are the nominees, just so you know. So the nominees for Tag Team of the Year. Trevor.
The Young Bucks, the Lucha Brothers, FTR, the Usos, and of course, the Briscoes.
And for this one, again, it was a very, very clear winner. Trevor. With all of the gusto and charisma that we know you have, tell the people who the Tag Team of the Year is.
And the tag team of the year goes to the Young Bucks.
Not even a question. Come on. They had the best tag title reign. Went out there and consistently were having 5-star matches in every title match. Notable matches that you can throw in here when they took the belts off of FTR, which granted happened in 2020, but that's where this all started. The Pac Phoenix match, the Lucha Bros matches, the fucking matches with the best friends, like fucking every match that the Young Bucks went out and had this year was much-seen television.
You know, the best thing about this is that out of the 5 teams that are on this, at any point, I feel like these are the 5 teams that are going to end up on this list next year as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it. I don't see a change in here. There might be a swap out of 1 or 2 for something, depending on how often the Briscoes wrestle. I could see possibly like Jurassic Express getting swapped out for them. But if they end up in AEW, I don't see this list changing at all. I could see a different winner, but I don't see the candidates changing.
No. Clearly, AEW knows what they're doing with tag teams. The only tag team on this list that isn't going to be in AEW in the next year is going to be the Usos.
Mm-hmm.
So AEW right now, their strongest division is the tag team division.
Yep. So anyway, as it continues on, as it is.
Hold on. Trevor, Tony, what are your thoughts on tag team of the year?
Tony, you want to go first?
So, with the limited amount that I've watched over the last year, the only thing I hear about is really the Young Bucks.
Mm-hmm. They're the best.
With good reason.
They're the best. Granted, I want this.
No other questions. I mean, FTR, I thought they were mad at the company, but then again, I haven't watched in the last year a whole lot. And then Usos, I mean, it's the Usos.
They're just a good tag team. They've been doing it forever.
Oh, no, we dropped out Clinton. I'm not really sure where he's going, but that's okay. So as long as he's not here, the stream's still going. It doesn't matter. We're okay. We can take care of this. However, Trevor, we will get your thoughts on this after this. It appears that Tony needs to depart us for the time being. Tony, we are very happy to have you on. Everybody, this is T-Flow. I don't know if you're streaming on Twitch anymore. You can find him at some point on Twitch.
I'm here.
You're here now, but Tony's departing.
Okay.
We're going to give a hearty thank you to you. We hope you enjoy the rest of your evening, and thank you for joining us. And I assume we will probably have Tony back on in the future.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is the plan for it. So we bid you a fond adieu. So actually, let's do this. Let's do this, Clinton. Can we do this? I would like to bid you a long, good. Please do the Kenny. Do the Kenny. You can do it.
I would like to wish you a goodbye. Mwah. Good night.
Thank you. Much better at that.
Yeah, a little bit. All right, we'll see you later, buddy. I love you.
Adios,
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
Happy Chrysler.
Later, bud.
That's the last thing Trevor wants to hear is a Chrysler.
I don't want to hear anything car related. I'm tired of looking up brake rotors and pads.
How's your Dodge Neon? Hey, do you guys rotate or do you guys balance tires where you're at?
No.
Oh, fuck.
I'm not at Valvoline anymore. I work for O'Reilly's now.
Oh, I didn't know.
And
that. What
GameStop.
store?
Oh, and GameStop. That's how I was able to find all these. Well, actually, Clint pre-ordered this one.
Yeah, thanks for picking up my pre-orders.
What O'Rizzles are you at?
I'm at Ford and Wayne.
Oh, okay. Yep. No, you're good. I know where you're at.
Yeah, I'll see you. But anyways, to add on to Tag Team of the Year, yes, the Young Bucks are great. They've been great. They are the reason why I hate thumbtacks now. Because why?
How are they the reason that you hate thumbtacks now, but not when they kicked Candice LeRae in the face when she single-handedly won the titles from them at PWG?
Yeah, no, I don't. You put thumbtacks in somebody's mouth and then kicked. It's like, oh god. Ugh.
They did that to Candice LeRae's invisible tag team partner.
So this one time I saw a video of a dude dropping some self-tapping screws into a very unpleasant part of a woman. And that seemed absolutely terrifying until I saw the Young Bucks super kick somebody in the mouth with thumbtacks in their mouth. But that's still because there was a threat of swallowing. At least on the other end, that they can come out. Please don't ask me questions about where I saw this video at.
I got the same. I know what he's thinking.
Trust me. It wasn't. Let me put it this way. I did not search this video. I did not want to see this video. This was one of those, hey man, come here. I got to show you something things. And then you want to walk away, but it's like a train wreck. So you kind of have to watch the entire thing happen.
You can say no.
This was one of those adventures at 4:00 in the morning when he couldn't sleep.
No, this wasn't. This was at 10:30. This was at 10:30 in the morning, and I was sitting in a high-low, and somebody blocked the door for me exiting the high-low to show me this video. Our high-low at work's enclosed, by the way, so that's why.
At 4 a.m, that's when you discover shit like Little Big.
It's a fucking banger. I'm now. Hey, first off, I'm not an alcoholic. I'm okay.
Seems fitting.
Shut the fuck up!
I knew that was coming.
Yes.
It wouldn't be a fucking end of the year show without using that on that motherfucker.
But
Let's talk about one more thing at the end of the year, Ethan. Let's talk about one more little thing.
Oh yeah.
Your roster got its ass kicked by mine. It wasn't even close.
Well, that would help. I was going to say something and I can't even say it. But you know what? I don't even care. It would help if Miro would have actually wrestled for the last month and a half.
It would have helped if Sky Blue wrestled more than 2 matches.
But damn, were those 2 real good matches.
So to go without saying, Ethan lost the bet.
I'm sorry, what? I was dreaming of Sky Blue.
Shut the fuck up.
She's a very attractive woman.
Shut the fuck up!
Hey, can you get a gif of Mr. Teller saying that?
Shut the fuck up!
I'm going to say no because he doesn't talk. Anyway, so yes, at some point during January...
Shut the fuck up!
All right, I'm done. I'm done.
And I'm gonna end up dressing as Tennille Dashwood on camera. So if anybody's got a line to Tennille and they want to hook me up with like a 20% off coupon or something to get one of the All About Me t-shirts.
Yeah, good luck with Pro Wrestling Tees bullshit right now.
No, I can order directly through her.
Okay. Seems like a dream come true for you.
That's beside the point. Hi. Is she selling the ring gear again? Does she want to sell some of that? It's just look, we're not talking about this right now. The fact is I need some of the mirrored sunglasses. I need the little gloves that only cover the fucking fingertips. And then I need the black lipstick with the All About Me t-shirt. So
fucking hate you.
Anyway, I lost. Regardless, I conceded defeat 2 weeks into our whole draft thing. We're gonna have to figure out a better thing, and I think we're gonna have to draft a smaller roster next time. Truthfully,
maybe
just to make it easier for records keeping purposes.
It was very difficult keeping up with it. We did not put any thought into this whatsoever.
No, zero thought. Much like most of our podcasts, except for this one, we put a lot of thought into this one. 45 minutes before it started, but we put a lot of thought into it. That's besides.
Hell yeah, I did work.
He did.
I dressed up for this. Although I am wearing a "Quit Hating on Satan" t-shirt.
I am very classy. I have the button up, no tie. But
listen, if your wife saw me right now, she'd be proud of me. The fact that I'm wearing a button up.
If I had a cowboy hat, I would be wearing my JR ensemble. Then I would need you to play the Boomer Sooner song. Anyway, so that rolls us into that as we sit here. What?
Unless we want to get demonetized.
I think that song's public use because they're a public university.
Oh, fair enough.
So I think we can get away with that. Anyway, and also fuck Maven.
Wait, what?
So, Trevor, you and I are going to finish out these end of the year awards because I'm not going to tolerate that kind of fucking blasphemy on this goddamn podcast. Do you want to apologize? Do you want to apologize?
He's a third-rate wrestler with a fourth-rate.
Anyways, moving on. Fuck Ethan. I fucking hate Ethan. Hey, you know what, Ethan? You know what, Ethan? Since you can't fucking be here right now, give me 1 second, Trevor, because I'm fucking... I got this. You know what? In fact, I'm going to bring you back so you can fucking see. I got this. You ain't ever had this. This means nothing. This means nothing to me if I don't beat you in the finals.
I'll see you in the finals next week.
Nothing. I will bench my entire roster if I'm facing Tony next week.
Alrighty.
Saying you don't like Maven. Fuck yourself.
You won't have to.
You just disgraced that belt by throwing it on the ground. What the fuck is the matter with you?
This doesn't mean anything to me. This is a fucking piece of plastic to me. It doesn't mean shit. It's a title belt for some bullshit fantasy football league that I don't ever want to be a part of, but for some reason, these fuckos can't beat a guy who doesn't try.
Yeah, that's cool. I'll end up facing Neil for that next week, so actually no, I won't, because you are literally his kryptonite.
Yeah, I am. I'm everyone's kryptonite. I fucking have people that are like out. I fucking leave COVID players on my fucking roster, and I still... Trevor, call me your fucking tits.
I need a gif of that.
Yeah, the waiting dance.
I can fucking make the gif.
Oh no, our stream dropped on Twitch.
It did?
Yeah. We're live, but there's no stream going. Are we still up on...
Yeah, we're still up on YouTube.
Yep. Okay. Well, then Twitch is just having issues right now. It's Twitch.
Oh, if you refresh the page, we're back.
Oh, it's back. It popped back up. Anyway, so, wow, we got long-winded. But speaking of long-winded, there was a lovely segment. We're not even going to say any kind of candidates for this because I feel like it was a no-brainer. Promo of the year, MJF and Punk, is 16 minutes of the absolute best schoolyard insults that you could possibly find in the wrestling world. These two guys knew exactly what they needed to do, went out there and executed absolutely perfectly.
Honorable mention to Eddie Kingston and Punk. Honorable mention to those two. Hey,
CM Punk may not be the best on the mic himself, but he definitely brings out the best in anybody that faces him. Mm-hmm. Also, Fritz looked like he was freaking out there.
No, he was just jumping on the bed.
Okay. Well, anyway,
as you see, a tour of the room is my bed is literally right there. And then my mountain of dirty clothes and him about to make some biscuits on a comforter.
Get it. Need it, boy. Need it.
Hell yeah. I can just leave the stream on him. Because no one gives a fuck about seeing me. They want to see the cat kneading dough.
Bro, I feel like we would get some views if you did that. If you put cat on there, look at that. We're gonna get the streams now. Watch this bitch pop up to like 4.
Yeah, watch, here we go. Fritz needing some dough.
Nice.
Yeah.
Get it, boy.
Dude, we've gone up 2 viewers. Fritz is a money draw.
Get it, boy. Get it.
So I will no longer be on the show. We're just going to be, in fact, you know what I'll do?
He's like,
bro, why the fuck did you move my bag?
You know, Fritz is just looking at him going, what the fuck are you doing?
I am not okay. So I'm low key. I'm not a cat person. I don't dislike cats. I just never have had like a want for a cat. I fucking love that little dude.
He's a pretty cool cat.
He is a bomb ass cat.
He wants like honest to God, like he wants attention, like maybe an hour or 2 a day, and then he just wants to fuck off and do his own thing, like need fucking dough.
Dude, that is awesome. We need a little bakery hat on him. Ah, man.
So cute.
All right, so back on to
back onto our award ceremony, which is actually what we are doing today. So Clint, we're getting ready. We're approaching this point. We've already announced match of the year. We've already announced tag team of the year. We're approaching some of our other stuff. I feel like in honor of this, we probably should go with male wrestler of the year next. We really only have 3 awards left to give, minus our favorite funny moment of the year, which is still to come.
Yeah.
So, for male wrestler of the year, we left a poll out to our viewers. And as voted upon by our viewers, we had 5 options that exemplified male wrestling for the year. We had Kenny Omega, we had Bryan Danielson, Hangman Adam Page, Shingo Tagaki, and Roman Reigns. Now, I'm going to let you know a little bit of the reasoning behind these things that I feel as why this went the way that it did. So, some of these were due to absences, some of these are due to frequency of wrestling, and some of these are due to the areas that these gentlemen wrestle in. However, we ended up with a tie. And I believe it is the most appropriate way possible. So I would like to present as our male wrestler of the year, we have Kenny Omega and Bryan Danielson in a 2-way tie for the top spot. Bryan Danielson has wrestled in both WWE under the Daniel Bryan moniker, and Kenny Omega has wrestled in AEW and AAA this year as Kenny Omega. With banger matches amongst everyone. Bryan Danielson absolutely pulled Roman Reigns' second best match of the year or best match of the year out of
Both
him
of them.
at WrestleMania.
And the TV match.
Right, and he has pulled multiple match of the year candidates out from everybody he has wrestled in AEW. Also, he's completely reinvented his character, and it's an absolutely fantastic job. I honestly thought Bryan Danielson would be a runaway on this, but I understand why the character of Kenny Omega has the staying power that he does, and therefore these two tied.
And a little award out here for funniest moment of the year was when Kenny Omega and Don Callis were in there recreating the exploding barbed wire death match, and Kenny is screaming at the top of his lungs, 69 me down, 69 me. There has been no moment in wrestling this year has made me pop harder than that with a laugh. I could not breathe. That shit was gold. Oh, looks like he's done needing.
Oh, yeah.
There he goes. There he is.
He's laying down.
You okay, buddy? Yeah, these words are tiring. Yeah, we're going to move on to... He's not here. I wanted to wait to give this one away until he got here. But we do have our Russell Joy Most Unpopular Wrestler of the Year award. And if you've watched us over the past 4 months and you've seen Russell on our show, you know without a shadow of a doubt, the person with the biggest go-home heat this year, Cody Rhodes. It's not even a question. I haven't seen people turn on a wrestler this bad since John Cena.
That's a fucking understatement.
People don't want to see Cody on their TVs anymore. People want Cody gone.
The neck tattoo doesn't help.
Dan Lambert put it best. They only sent me out here that way people will cheer Cody Rhodes.
Her early favorite for promo of the year for next year, by the way.
Yeah. I hate Dan Lambert, but that fucking worked.
Simple as a one-liner. It's really unfortunate Russ isn't here to present that with us, but I am sure in the future you will hear some Cody hatred from Russ. I don't actually think that he hates the person of Cody Rhodes. He just very much dislikes that Cody Rhodes is really being disingenuous with himself at this point in the world. I feel like we would not necessarily like Cody, but not necessarily knock him if he would just finally go full heel and understand that he is what he is. He's fought so hard to not become Triple H that he's become Triple H.
Yep.
Just less talented. I'll say it. I have no problem with that.
Nah, it's
Cody Rhodes will never be Triple H.
No, Cody Rhodes has got go home heat, and it's real bad. It's real bad.
It is.
I don't want to see Cody on my show anymore. Like, please write him off TV until you can figure out a way to make him work, because it's not working. Him and Brandy don't work on TV together, especially as a face. Nope, they're garbage.
No, it's absolutely that. And I feel like because our good friend here is still here, actually, okay, so I'm going to ask you, Clinton, would you like to present our final funny moment of the year, or would you like to go to our female wrestler of the year?
No, because the next wrestler of the year is the Kevin's Gate Wrestler of the Year.
Yes, you are correct. We do
As
have
voted
one
on by
award.
one person. It is our fearless leader, Kevin, and he has voted that the Wrestler of the Year, without question, even though they have only wrestled one match this year.
I normally don't pull a phone on
Lacey
screen,
Von
but
Erich.
I have to take a picture of this and send it to him,
Mm-hmm.
because if we don't, he's going to be really upset. Also, R.I.P. Kevin. Get better.
Mm-hmm.
He's not dead, but
He's just got COVID.
he's just got COVID, so that's why he's not on the screen. So,
Yeah.
also,
Yeah,
he wears a mask everywhere.
But yeah, we are going to go into our funniest moment of the year now,
All right.
as voted on by me and Ethan, and pretty much everyone who has watched it. Ladies and gentlemen, the tale of Johnny Shit Knuckles.
Yeah.
Which Punk bled for this match, and that was awesome. It really, color can go a long way in a match. Like, it doesn't have to be in every match. Like, I don't like the 90s thing of it where, like, it's a fucking cruiserweight title match between Johnny No Dick and Johnny Shit Knuckles.
That's your nickname, sir.
Shut the fuck up. Have you guys heard of it? Oh my god, was that anal fisting legend porn star Johnny Shit Knuckles?
So Kevin fucking clued us into this thing, and then we started calling Clinton this when he got back because he was gone so long, just to harass him. He goes to leave my house. It's like 2:30 in the morning. They're walking out the door. It dead fucking silent in my neighborhood. My ass goes, "All right, see you later, Shit Knuckles."
I know your neighbor's
So
gotta love you.
apparently, if you take an hour and a half to take someone home, that means you railed them to the fucking moon.
Yeah.
I had to drive from Romulus to Detroit and back, and we sat and listened to the Ice Nine Kills album outside of her house.
Lies.
Romantic. And these guys got to come back and go like, I can smell your fist from down here.
He walks down the stairs and Kevin goes, "I can smell your fist." Which is just the worst part.
And it was just abuse on my end for fucking an hour before I was like, all right, I'm tired. I want to leave.
Kevin was slightly more disappointed in anything else. The fact that you didn't bring White Castle.
No one told me to bring White Castle.
Yeah, but it's you. You literally.
You should assume.
My wife cooks a 4-course meal, and you're like, "Yo, I'm gonna DoorDash braise."
I need some tacos.
Bro, okay, so your wife makes shit with cheese in it, and I can't fucking eat cheese, so tell your wife to do better. And Sam, if you're in the chat,
she's not taking care of the kid, but you guys made chicken and dumplings earlier, and here's Clint, he's over the stove. I don't have anything. Fuck it. I've got 2. Please imagine these are a soup ladle. I come in, and here's Clint fucking huddled over the stove like. And I'm like, what are you doing? He's standing over the fucking stove like a goblin with a fucking soup ladle, eating fucking chicken and dumplings out of the goddamn pan. And his dad goes, "So good, you just got to eat them right there." And he just looks at us and he goes, "Good soup." What am I supposed to do with that shit?
Dude, okay, it was my birthday party. People were bringing me weed. I was high as
It's my precious.
Yeah,
Find the precious to it now,
dude, that was
it's pretty accurate.
Oh my
actually.
god. No, it was because there was like a little left. There was like not enough to put a bowl together, but I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna eat it out of the fucking pot.
You took 7 soup ladles. That's a bowl, sir.
That's
Hail of Johnny Shit Knuckles. Hands down our funniest moment of the year.
And with now on a wrestling website, you are now known as Johnny Shit.
I have quoted as Johnny Shit Knuckles because of that. So awesome. We got 2 more awards to hand out. We're gonna wrap this shit up.
Yeah, well, you're always Johnny Shit Knuckles in my heart. Speaking of which, if anybody hasn't seen, I don't remember what the website's called, but my man here is quoted as Johnny Shit Knuckles. Go look it up. Just do it. Just Google Johnny Shitknuckles. See what happens.
Actually, we only have one more award to give out.
Do we?
Yep. We gave out Male Wrestler of the Year and
No.
Female Wrestler. Oh, Female Wrestler of the
Didn't
Year.
give out Female Wrestler of the Year.
All right,
That's the
so
last
let me
one.
list
I
off
want
the
you-
nominees
yeah.
for that.
I was going to say, I want you to do that.
All right, so the nominees for Female Wrestler of the Year are Akira Shida, Bianca Belair, Britt Baker, Deonna Purrazzo, and Thunder Rosa. And it's a runaway, not even close. This was voted on by everyone who watches. It is Britt Baker.
The
Britt Baker.
Lights Out match was, as we've stated before, what created Britt Baker. And not only the Lights Out match, but even before this, when she started to develop the character, when she was injured, when she needed to bring this to fruition, and that was in 2020. She began to build the actual character of Britt Baker, DMD. And now she is just completely badass as the character that she is. It's fantastic. I'm so happy for it. I'm glad that she is what she is. And yes, sometimes she is kind of a shitbag heel, like a chicken shit heel, and she needs people to help her for it. But that's what it needs to be. She does so good at it. She plays it off so well. God, it's just AEW needed that. That was really the last piece to bring them together as a company, was the women's division, because unfortunately they were lacking in it. And Britt did an excellent job of doing that this year with zero neglect to the other women that are included in this, who all had amazing years as well.
Yeah, any woman on this list any other year could have made Wrestler of the Year. But this year, it was the year of the Doctor, DMD.
Trevor, before you fall back asleep in your chair, do you have any opinions on our what the fans have voted on for Female Wrestler of the Year?
Britt Baker was not a bad choice. I just think after that Lights Out match, Thunder Rosa would have been a better winner.
I think if she would have had more matches this year, more high-profile matches, she would have.
I think we're going to be talking about Thunder Rosa as the 2022 Female Wrestler of the Year. That is my own personal opinion, especially if she keeps wearing the white gear.
Yep.
She gets a little bit of blood on that, and it is going to be a picture. First off, her face paint, amazing. Secondly, her in-ring work, fucking amazing. Thirdly, she also is the owner, head trainer, and main booker for Mission Pro Wrestling. If you have not gotten an opportunity to check it out, it's on IWTV. It is an all-female wrestling out of Texas, and it is where the current ROH Women's Champion, Roxy, is out of as well. So check that stuff out. She is an absolutely amazing wrestler, but that doesn't take anything away from Britt Baker being our On a Forklift pod female wrestler of the year for 2021.
And in my opinion, Britt Baker is the On a Forklift podcast Wrestler of the Year, man or woman.
And I am fine with that, because the absolute fucking drip that was the Outsiders gear that she wore is amazing.
Yes. Now we move on to our final award, most important one. The one for Judy. It is our Judy Bagwell heartwarming moment of the year. There were a lot of moments this year that brought a lot of joy and importance to wrestling. CM Punk returning, Daniel Bryan and Adam Cole debuting. Those were up there. But the number one moment that brought importance and heart to wrestling, it was in WWE. So you can't say we're AEW shills here. It was Sasha Banks versus Bianca Belair at WrestleMania 37 Night 1.
Absolutely.
Bianca Belair's face said it all. It was important. This is my main argument for 2-night WrestleManias, is that women should main event a WrestleMania night.
This was not only a movement in women's wrestling, but this was also a movement in the minority world in wrestling. For far too long, the knock on WWE and all other wrestling companies has been the lack of minority champions. Until recently, you could count on one single hand the number of major champions that WWE had. of that were any minority descent, and it was The Rock. It wasn't Ron Simmons. It wasn't. It wasn't Tony Atlas. It wasn't Booker T. It was The Rock, and that's fine. We understand. But you passed on many, many, many people. Mark Henry. You could name literally anybody that's come through there. And now we've entered a world where Big E, Kofi, Bobby Lashley have all become world champions, and that's fantastic. But that doesn't fall onto the women's side. So many were passed upon. Jacqueline, to be an exact, who was an absolute workhorse. Jazz, another one. Karma, as well, which I believe she was a Divas champion for a moment.
Awesome
wasn't
Kong.
she?
No, she wasn't. She only had like 2 matches.
So yes, Awesome Kong though, when she was in TNA, very well utilized.
Her and Gail Kim built the foundation of the Knockouts division.
Yes, they did.
Which is, in my opinion, the strongest women's division in wrestling.
Still
I know
is.
Britt Baker's the best women's wrestler right now, but the best
But she
women's
doesn't-
wrestling belongs to Impact.
It does. They consistently do that. But not to take anything away from Bianca and Sasha, they first off tore the house down with a match that not only showed true emotion, but also showed absolute gut, and was probably the most recent time that I've legitimately teared up during a match purely based on an emotional response. Not afraid for anything, not scared, not nostalgia wise, but created new memories that I will think about for years to come.
Absolutely. They couldn't have picked 2 women better to main event that night of WrestleMania. And the fact that both of them were African American and giving thus the first ever main event to feature 2 black wrestlers was something that you can't overlook, regardless of how shit the company is. Was that match the best women's match of the year? No. But did it have the showcase, the moment, the time, everything that it needed to be great? It did.
So
It's
kudos
the
to WWE for pulling that one off.
It's the hardest I've choked up since Kofi Mania at WWE product. Let me rephrase that, because fucking Johnny Gargano won the NXT title and I cried during that.
That's just because he's Johnny Wrestling, and wow,
Yeah.
he's kind of like your cousin that just wins stuff.
Hell yeah. But that's gonna do it for the awards this year.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, that's where it'll probably be a little classier next year. Maybe we'll find like a plastic forklift. We'll find something
It's
to
our
give
first
out.
year. Our first year.
It
Fuck
is.
off.
Trevor will get a tuxedo T-shirt.
And maybe get to talk a little bit more.
Yeah, well,
You gotta
so
chime
Trevor-
in, man. We'll talk. Me and him will talk forever. You
I
gotta,
know-
you
I know
gotta
you-
jump in.
I know, but you know me. I don't.
Jump in. It's the 2 of us.
Okay.
What are we
It's
gonna
the
do?
2 of us. We can tell each
What's
other
the-
to shut the fuck up.
The worst thing that's gonna happen is you're gonna get hit with this.
Shut the fuck up!
Hey, that's mine.
I'll find one for Trevor.
Do it again. Just do it again.
Shut the fuck up!
Thank you.
So, Trevor,
No.
we'll be back on January 5th, and we would like you to join that show with us.
For your birthday show.
Oh yeah.
His birthday's the 4th. We'll celebrate his birthday on the 5th live.
Perfect.
I'll definitely be there because. Oh, and especially that ain't that the first night it goes to TBS?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
So, Trevor, just remember, if you want to talk, just chime in. You gotta. If you let Ethan talk, he won't shut the fuck up.
I see that now.
Yeah.
Because let's see. Hold on. Before you end.
Oh, don't get smart with us. It's our end of the year show and we're going off.
No, I was just saying. All right. Yeah, everything was good. Okay.
No, I'm sorry, bud. Chime in. You got to jump in.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I just owe you both a super kick.
Sure. Sure. Sure.
Bro, I need a gif of... oh, my God. No, we need to make this happen. Okay, first off,
Shut the fuck up!
of Trevor super kicking me.
Shut the fuck up!
For personal reasons.
Okay, you know,
God.
it's either I'm power bombing you through a table.
I like it.
I'll let Trevor powerbomb me through a table for views. I'll do that.
Yeah, I'm game for that. I'll get up for that. Also, don't let Clinton around tables, especially with his feet.
And
Oh my God, it's 2020. Oh, shut up. I'm not going to say anything. I have 9 more days. Bad shit can happen in 9 days. I'm going to shut the fuck up about it.
I don't even know. I don't. Nope. Okay.
We
He
will
skipped the
talk.
coffee table a few times and broke his
God
toes.
damn it. Trevor, I broke my toes one night when you were over because you were wrestling with us when we were all just fucking doing random bullshit, and you went to go spear me, and I moved out of the way, and I did one of these little numbers as I turned my back to you, and as I turned around, I kicked the fuck out of the wall and broke my pinky and the toe next to it.
It's not as bad as me giving you a fucking black eye before you had to be.
You
on
didn't do
stage.
shit. I did it to myself. You just happened to have an elbow in the correct position.
He broke my couch by giving me a one-wing angel on it.
That's why we're not allowed to wrestle in your new house.
Yep, because my couches are very expensive now. I don't make
Now
a
we
lot
just-
of money, but I like sitting down.
Now we just have Kevin do jiu-jitsu on the floor.
I watched Kevin do jiu-jitsu on my floor.
Does he have to be nude?
Yeah, nude jitsu. That's the whole thing, right? That's how it's said.
Well, that's going in the group chat tonight.
That's
But Trevor,
fine.
we apologize. Please, next time you come on, just jump in. Okay?
All right, no problem.
If Ethan's talking too much, watch this. Ethan, start talking. Just
Hey, Trevor, how are you?
You see how easy that is?
Listen here, you
Not
motherfucker.
Damn it, Morrow!
All right. It's been a great 2021. Thank you all for joining us throughout this year. Anytime you chimed in, we really appreciate you. You're all great. So, for the last time in 2021, my name is Clinton Davis. You can find me at PK Batman on Twitter. And to my right,
I am Ethan Hubbard. You can find me at Jensen Collins 3. And on the bottom, holy shit,
It's Trevor Davis, the one and only.
you can find him at Nightmare Cuda. You can find us at On a Forklift Pod on Twitter. You can also find us at Channel Snicklefritz on YouTube, which if Twitch keeps this bullshit up, we might just be streaming straight from there from now
might
on.
just be.
Yeah. Because fucking hell, it's annoying.
There might be one night before the end of 2021 that we all start playing Halo and you get to hear me scream.
I don't work tomorrow. sir.
SWAT.
They blew up my fucking warthog.
Why isn't Russ here? Why isn't Russ here?
I hope your grandma breaks into your room with a shotgun now and goes, "Where's the fucking hog?"
You mean the basement?
Yeah, whatever. I don't know where you're at.
But we love you all, and especially we love you,
Love
Judy.
you, Judy.
Take care, everyone. Have a good rest of your year. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah. See you
Happy
on
Christmas.
Halo.